Will the line of Saudi Arabia be the city of the future? Do you know that Saudi Arabia is to build a futuristic megacity that will feature 2 skyscrapers extending across a swath of desert and mountain terrain? And more of that, it will be an eco-friendly city that will try to switch from carbon-based economies to ones that will attract people from all over the world. What's more, will this megacity be a game changer for the developing world? Hello friends, and welcome back to our channel, Country Facts. Let's get in to know more about this future city. Saudi Arabia has some of the most innovative and ambitious architecture in the world, but the company's most recent urban endeavor may just surpass them all. The Saudi government presented designs for the city of Neom in 2021, including a gigantic building called The Line, which is still years away from completion. The Line is intended to be an entire city made up of 2 parallel, 656-foot wide skyscrapers, each 106 miles long and 1,640 feet high, stretching across the northwest corner of Saudi Arabia near the Red Sea. You're not mistaken if this sounds like the setting for a dystopian tale set in the future. The Line is characterized as a one-building vertical city built with external mirrors that can house 9 million people, as well as everything they need, such as parks and waterfalls, flying taxis, and robot maids. With a proposed width of only 656 feet, the Line will rely on its height to accommodate its population and a slew of modern amenities, such as high-speed rail, to connect sections of the 106-mile city. According to Saudi officials, the Line will be free of roads, cars, and pollutants, and will be powered entirely by pure energy. According to the press announcement, when completed, the Line would extend 13 square miles across the desert, creating a genuine oasis. The intended length of the Line is 170 kilometers, and it will keep 95% of the natural environment in Neom intact. It will extend roughly from the coast of the Red Sea to the city of Tabuk, which is located in the Hijaz Railway. It is anticipated that there would be 9 million people living there, which will lead to a population density of 260,000 people per square kilometer. In comparison, Manila, which held the title of the most populous city in the world in 2019, had a density of 44,000 people per square kilometer. The proposal for the Line calls for 2 mirrored structures with an outdoor space in between them, with the entire structure measuring 200 meters in width and 500 meters in height in its entirety. After the Abraj Al Bait Clock Tower and the projected Jeddah Tower, this structure would become the 3rd tallest building in the kingdom, and it would be about the 12th tallest building in the world if it were built. Nodes are going to be established throughout the city, and every daily service is planned to be within a walkable distance of no more than 5 minutes. The city will be completely run on energy derived from renewable sources. It will have 3 layers. The first will be on the surface for pedestrians, the second will be underground for infrastructure, and the third will be underground for transportation. It is expected that the high-speed rail network that will be included in the transportation layer will make it possible for individuals to go from one end of the city to the other in a span of 20 minutes. If we don't take steps into consideration, this would require an average speed of 512 kilometers per hour, which is faster than any high-speed rail that existed at the time the announcement was made. Residents will be compensated for providing data to the Line, which will be monitored by artificial intelligence, which will also make use of predictive and statistical models in its search for methods to enhance the quality of life of the city's inhabitants. How is the Line different from other cities? Marshall Brown, an associate professor at Princeton University, said in an interview that he thought it would be hard to achieve the sleek, futuristic look of the concept art in urban planning on such a large scale because there are so many things to consider. The Line has been compared by Helene Chartier of C40 Cities to earlier linear city plans that were never built, such as Soria's design from 1882 and a proposal for a linear town in New Jersey from 1965. Both of these plans were never built. Wijnie Maas, a Dutch architect, said that while he would love to live in such a place, its profile, as shown in the concept art, is boring and makes it easy for the wind to blow through the interior in a way that isn't good. However, he praised the idea as a whole because it tries to make the city dense and control the temperature inside. Philip Oldfield, a professor at the University of New South Wales, said that the city's quality of life would probably depend more on how well it was run than how pretty it looked. Oldfield said that the glass, steel, and concrete used in the project would have a carbon footprint of about 1.8 gigatons of carbon dioxide equivalent. You can't build a 500-meter tall building out of low-carbon materials, he said. He said that the 170-kilometer profile would block large areas of ecosystems and migratory species, as highways do, and that the mirrored exterior would be dangerous for birds. Digital rights researchers like Vincent Mosco have said that the city's plan to collect data could turn it into a surveillance city. This is because the plan would make it hard for people to give their consent to sharing data, and Saudi Arabia's poor record on human rights could mean that data could be misused. Joseph Bradley said that the NEOM coordinators were working to solve privacy problems and that Saudi Arabia had a law to protect personal information. Aside from the city itself, the Saudi government's actions in moving forward with the project were also looked at. Shadli, Ibrahim, and Atullah al-Huwadi, who were from the tribe Howatat, were sentenced to death in October 2022 because they wouldn't leave their village for the NEOM project. Abdul Rahim al-Huwaidi was the brother of Shadil al-Huwaidi. In April 2020, security forces shot and killed Abdul Rahim al-Huwaidi in his home in Al-Kariba, which is in the part of Tabuk province where NEOM will be built, because he had posted videos on social media against moving people out of the area to make room for the project. But how did the plan of building the line initiate, and who built it? The plan for the line was revealed on January 10, 2021, during a presentation given by Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman, which was shown on Saudi Arabia's national television. The preliminary earthwork was started in October 2021, and it was anticipated that the first occupants would move in during the year 2024. As of July 2022, it was anticipated that the initial stage of the project would be finished in the year 2030. On July 25, 2022, Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman, who's also the chairman of the NEOM Board of Directors, issued a statement and published a promotional video, both of which led to increased media coverage of the project. This resulted in concerns being raised regarding the quality of the design, as well as environmental concerns. Critics were concerned that the project would result in the creation of a dystopian and artificial facility, which would impact the migration of birds and wildlife, and had already resulted in the displacement of the local indigenous tribe. On October 2022, Sky released drone footage showing that construction on the line had begun and that a lot of digging was going on along the entire length of the project. The cost of construction is projected to range anywhere from $100 billion to $200 billion, with some estimates going as high as $1 trillion. The Saudi government asserts that it will stimulate economic diversification, create 460,000 new employment jobs, and add 180 billion Saudi riyals to the country's gross domestic product by the year 2030. Although a timeline was not included in the line's announcement, initial earthwork began in October 2021, and inhabitants are scheduled to begin moving in by the year 2030. This deadline was announced as part of a bigger statewide renovation plan known as Vision 2030, which aims to attract 100 million yearly visitors and keep Saudi Arabia competitive with Gulf competitors like Dubai and Abu Dhabi. The line is merely one component of the $500 billion NEOM project, a 2017 effort nested within the Vision 2030 plan and focusing on Saudi Arabia's northwest. So, that'll wrap up today's video about the line, the futuristic city of Saudi Arabia. If you liked today's video, please check out more videos like this one on our channel. And please do subscribe to our channel and hit the like button for more updates.